Discovering the subterranean Caverns of Extreme Disarray, our heroes quickly encountered potential new friends and fearsome new foes amongst its denizens. After they saved young Phylax from a trap set by the savage Vilsvinian boar men, the boy agreed to lead them to safety. But safety would not be easily won. A battle with the Vilsvinians led to the discovery of a mysterious key, perhaps a clue in the search for the Lo of Ian Falcori. Phylax guided them through a secret tunnel back to his home. Another narrow escape for Wyzyrd Skyzyrd!
Godspeed and fare thee well. Take all you need, here's every spell I know. I know.
Chapter 7: The Ghost Key.
All right, so let's see, where did we leave off?
Oh, we do need to recap it for Mr. Garrett.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Sean.
Yes.
We were trying to determine how to find the way to the Caverns of Disarray.
First of all, pardon me for interrupting you.
Extreme disarray.
First of all, we had to decide how to sleep in the inn with all the dead bodies.
That was a big discussion on that. Yeah, he was there for that.
There was a lot going on with that.
We had a lot of...
And then we decided to sleep.
Yeah, I think it's funny. It's like he just went off into the woods to take a leak, and we just did this whole thing, and we dropped down. He's like catching up. He's like, what?
What happened was we threw the bodies into this trapdoor that we fell into when they were trying to trap us on the stage. We went up to play music, and the door fell, and we fell into the trapdoor. So we threw all the bodies down there. Then we had to figure out how to proceed to these caverns. We had these magic seeds that just supposed to point the direction. So we went outside and we planted one, and it pointed back at the house. So we went down. Andrew said, let's go down and plant it in the dirt underneath that trapdoor. It's like, well, that's where we dumped all the bodies. So we all climbed down over the mound of torsos and planted the seed, and then this enormous tree started growing and tearing apart the building.
And
we climbed out to save our lives, and we saw the whole, cabin thing that was there, just like it enveloped in this giant tree. And there was a sinkhole there where these roots were going down. So we climbed down the roots, and then we found ourselves in a cavern. The first thing we found was a trap door that we managed not to step on, and a voice came out. This guy's like, help me! So we carefully let him out, and he's show him a picture of that guy.
He looked like that.
So we found this kid, and he let us up, and he was real scared of us. We tried to convince him that, like, look, man, we're just trying to find our way through these caverns. Can you help us? And he's like, oh, it's dangerous down here. You got to avoid these, whatchamacallits. I forget what they were called.
The Vilsvinians. They're pig people, though.
Yeah, you got to avoid these guys. So, like, okay, well, we were following him, and we ran into some of these pig people, and for like an hour and a half, we fought these guys. And we found a leather-bound book that's locked. We tried lock-picking it. We're unable to. We found a key, but the key doesn't go to the book, and you weren't there. So what could happen, though, is that you left us for a while for some reason, whatever, and then you decided to rejoin us. You came back, and where the cabin's gone, you now see a hole, and you say, oh, they must have gone down there, and you climb down, and you'd end up literally like right down the hall from where we are if you do that. So you can just walk up and go, sup, guys? Like, oh.
When you guys walk in, like Phylax leads you into their secret lair, and when you get through the secret door, Carrick is already just here. And that is where our adventure begins.
No, I think he came behind us.
Nope, apparently not.
No, he ran into us right before we came through the secret door.
Nope, I don't recall that. Carrick, you have found yourself inexplicably ahead of the party in a secret portion of the cavern.
It's not inexplicable. You're making this too complicated.
He wasn't with you. Explain yourself, Carrick.
I don't know. Where have you been, Chris? I don't know.
So while you guys were experimenting, planting seeds and stuff, Carrick was still asleep. And so at some point, when the sinkhole opened, the rest of you had to spelunk through the first level, whereas Carrick fell all the way through and ended up on level 2, where he is now just waking up.
He's having a rough go of it. It's like, what the hell, man?
Always waking up into stuff.
To make it weirder, Carrick, also, I should explain to you, as I explained to everyone else, that when you're in this place, whatever this place is, ever since you got here, sleep is kind of not really sleep. You can rest here, but you never feel like you're actually sleeping. So it's sort of a dreamless, sleepless state when you try to rest here. So it's even weirder that you kind of just blacked out and you fell through a hole. And now you're in an underground cave.
It happens.
For which you got an equal share of experience.
Aha!
You feel a surging within you.
Yeah.
I guess so. He wakes up and he sees us walking in, covered in pig blood.
Yeah. Covered in pig man blood. Yeah, and you see this Phylax.
He's like sloshing through ankle deep.
See, that actually would work in this whole universe, though, like, because it's all dream world, that people just blipped out for a while and then blip back in, you know?
And that it doesn't seem as strange as it should seem for the same reason. It is sort of like in a dream where it just shifts scenes and you just go with it. But yeah, so Phylax is leading the rest of you in here and says, this is actually the home of my people, so you'll be safe here.
All right.
We're no friends of the Vilsvinians either. In fact, they've become a growing problem over time.
Well, perhaps a little less now.
Here's a question. I forget because I still wasn't on the first one. We were supposed to go in these caves and explore. That's our ultimate goal here.
We got to find a fort, not a fort, but
you're looking for a keep.
A keep
on the border of Twilight that is called the Lo of Ian Falcori.
And I think where we are is the Twilight Realm.
Yeah, but before, I'm just saying, I'm sorry, because just the other episodes, our goal is to get to these caves, and now we're at the cave, so...
Yeah, we got to make our way through the Caverns of Disarray to find that keep. Okay. And then it's unclear what we have to do when we get to the keep.
We might have a key for that keep.
Maybe. That'd be weird for them to have this key in their chest, but I guess it's possible.
Game design works.
This rando pig man has the key to the keep.
I like the idea that this is the key that Sean put there, and then Brooks is like, only an idiot who would put that key there? Yeah, I mean, what a dumb move.
That doesn't make any sense.
Only a
this whole thing doesn't make sense.
Right. Just scribble. That'd be ridiculous storytelling.
Can we show Phylax or whatever representative of his people the diary that we found and ask them if they know a way, or if the lock looks familiar enough to them that they can help us open it?
He's right here, so yes.
Well, I can already tell by your voice that that's not gonna work. So,
well, just asking me if you can talk to people. You can speak to him.
So, are we just kind of casually walking at this point with him?
He's been leading you into these, as you see. Like right now, you can see that as you come into the caverns, there is a port where there are multiple.
All right, I'm gonna say, Phylax, did you see that diary, that journal that we picked up back there?
I didn't. I was kind of in the back.
Well, let me show you this to you really quick, and I take it out and I show it to him. Do the Vilsvinians write? Do they have a written language? Do they keep journals?
They don't seem to have minds of their own at all. I don't want to generalize, but they don't even seem to speak.
I thought it was odd also that they would have a journal. Does this lock look like something that you've ever seen before?
It doesn't look familiar to me, but there are many wise men and women among my people. So we can take this to Gideon, and Gideon can help, I think. But just for a minute, if you could hang on.
Just what? Hang on?
Because
these are some handsome dudes.
As you guys
they look like that guy in what's the Clone Wars, whatever, the bounty hunter guy?
Yes, the bounty hunter.
They ended up looking way too much like Cad Bane for my
Cad Bane.
But I did a lot of character designs, and some of them are derivative. But so these four start showing up to you, and they look a little bit stern, but they're looking to Phylax, so they don't look threatened. Don't worry. These people are friends, but the vanguard of our people just want to keep everyone safe. So let me introduce to you. These are the Pilgrims of Prospero.
Good day, pilgrims of Prospero.
The one in the big hat is Iskrios. The one in the little hat is Escleros.
Escleros, they all have the same thing. It's gonna get it.
The one with no hat, but really probably should have one, is Andreos.
I'm assuming they're all bald. That's why they wear hats. If I see a guy in a hat, I'm like, he's bald.
And the big one is Glotax.
Glutax. I like that.
And Glotax just says,
I like him.
that's pretty much all he says too, by the way.
So these are pilgrims and they protect your people?
Well, Iskrios, who's the first among them, the one with the broad hat, steps forward and he says, yet it is our job to protect our people. So we are the first amongst the guards. When Scopus alerted us to your presence, we came forward, but we see that Phylax has called you friends.
You are the same people as Phylax?
We are of the same tribe.
Okay.
Phylax is like, well, we're not, when you say people, we're a people, but we are not, as Gideon likes to say, we are not people united by blood.
I understand. As you can see, we are a motley band ourselves. We are called Wyzyrd Skyzyrd.
Yeah.
Are we more like a club?
We're like a band.
Yeah.
Like Gladstone was like brimming with pride when you used that name, and then he got a little
We
annoyed
are
at
like
the end.
kind of like a musical collective.
Yeah, he gets it.
Yeah, conservatory sort of.
Yeah.
We are on a quest to travel through these caverns and search for the keep of Lo. Something.
You seek the low.
Yes, that we have been tasked with finding the Lo.
Yes, we seek the low.
Phylax is like, they helped me. They were against the Vilsvinians. They helped me escape them. I was going to take them to Gideon. And Skrios seems to think that's a good idea. It's like, yes, we must maintain our post, but yes, it is not a lightly taken quest to go through these caverns on your own to seek the Lo at all, much less what you'll do when you get there.
Yes, that is the feeling we have gotten also.
Yeah.
I thank you for your kindness.
Well, good luck to you.
And to you, friends.
All right. So Phylax starts to lead you up.
Going through the cave.
Going through the caverns of extreme disarray.
Yeah, working on songs as we go. Just like,
That's actually good. Going through the cave, going through the caverns of extreme disarray.
Someone write that down.
That rhymes. That actually does rhyme. You should write it
Going
down.
through the caverns of... Yeah, I like it. All right.
Going through the cave. Going through the caverns of extreme disarray.
Going through
I was like, shut up, guys.
Going
Stop
through the
singing. That's what we're doing as we're walking through this.
Scrog's got to be the bass singer that comes in.
Going
Deep
through
voice.
the cave. Let's not waste these acoustics, guys.
But he's taking us to the leader.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
That's a cool looking little dude.
That's just Scopus. Scopus is our lookout. He sees everyone who comes in.
Can we get a close up on Scopus?
If you want one, yeah, hold up.
Going through the cave.
Going through the
Yeah, that's
cave.
the song. If we just come up with a premise a week for a song, that's all you need. And then
That's what does
By
it.
the way, Sean has been singing songs for this episode all week long in the
see, that's
house.
good. See, I do that in the house anyway.
All week long. Like I'll ask him, what are you singing? That's awesome. And he's like, it's a D&D shanty.
Sean, you are a bard. Holy goodness.
So he leads you into a chamber that has 3 other people.
People.
Do I feel that all of these creatures are of the same race? Or is it sort of like an amalgamation of different races together as a tribe?
Well, the first among them that he introduces is Gideon. Does seem to be like, obviously he has the big longhorn steer horns, and his skin that you can see is ebony in hue, but the rest of him, he is dressed sort of in fancier clothes.
And this is the wise man?
Phylax introduces him. He says, this is the leader of our people, Gideon. So Gideon steps forward. He says, well, thank you, friends. I can't even it's been so long since we've had any actual visitors to our world.
Really?
To our home.
You've not seen other adventurers on a quest similar to ours?
Adventurers on a quest. And then behind him, there's this dude. He's like, oh, Gideon. They're dreamers. And he's like, oh.
You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
I'm not the only one. Well, I suppose in Nocturne we're all dreamers, aren't we?
Nocturne is the name of this realm?
Oh, they don't know they're in Nocturne. Yes.
How embarrassing for you.
Yeah, how to explain, but yes, technically in Nocturne we're all dreamers, although we among the Daedalus live here. You, I think, are visitors here.
Yes, we've come from separate realms, and we were given a quest.
Ah.
To reach the Lo.
The Lo of Ian Falcori?
Yes, that would be
one.
the Lo.
That's the one.
That Lo. As opposed to all the other Los down here.
Well, the Lo is an ancient. Do you not know?
We don't know anything. You should be able to tell that we don't.
Just they don't know. Like, oh, okay. Well, just so you know, a Lo, that is an ancient term for a thing that was once beloved but has since been abandoned. It's an archaism.
Like me? With my parents?
Like me? Yeah. Oh, man. That's like, yeah. Gladys was like, oh, man, that went really deep.
You're making thematic connections too quickly. Keep your feelings inside.
Let's try not to make this about you right away.
Yeah.
Too late.
So really, it is a keep that you're looking for. It's a manor house that Ian Falcori once maintained as its master, but the Lo has fallen away from all grace. Hence why it probably borders Twilight and exists in Nocturne at all. But just so you understand, Nocturne, it's not fair to call it a shadow, but where a man may dream, so may a land. And Nocturne is the dream of the land. So you may encounter places in Nocturne that you would see in other realms. You may travel to forests or villages, or even perhaps something like the Lo, although currently it resides only inside Nocturne, and has for quite some time. For those of us who have been shunned by society, places like Nocturne become a refuge. We exist only here. So yes, we are dreamers, but not dreamers like you. We live here.
Is Nocturne a place in between two places?
In a sense, yes. I would think if you were on a quest to find the Lo, which sits on the very border of Twilight, it sounds like you're on a quest to leave this place, because you must pass through there to do that.
A refuge.
Yes, our impression was that this quest is a test of sorts of our character.
I'm sorry, I don't do impressions. My expertise is in psychiatry.
Yes. Of course.
That's just more. Sorry, it's one of the best jokes ever written. Yes, it sounds like whoever put you on this quest put you there because it's a challenge, and they want to see how you rise to that challenge. This underground leads to the Lo, but not quickly.
Is there another way to get there? You said it's not the quickest way to get to the Lo.
I said it wasn't quick. I didn't say it wasn't the quickest. No, I think
so. This
you
is the
have
only
to approach
way
from the underground.
Well, you got farts in your ears, fart face?
Yeah.
Say that again.
Yeah.
Repeat what you said.
What are you gonna lift your axe overhead and drop it on your feet like every other time you attack somebody? Are you able to provide us with a guide, sir?
He turns to the third person who's sitting there with him. There's only just
with no eyes.
That's horrifying.
Holy hell. Good God, man. I apologize. It surprised me. Did we distinguish who those pig people were?
Well, who they were?
Who they were.
I mean, like in relation to these people.
Well, they're just other people that live in these caves. That's all I
Are
need to
they
know.
these enemies?
Well,
I guess.
I'm actually kind of concerned about the pig people. I don't think that they're acting of their own accord. I think that they're slave to something.
Oh, well, I didn't get that when it came at me with the weapons. That's all I
Yeah,
saw.
Your Grace, do you know of these pig people we slaughtered? Basically. And left for dead, one of them tied up.
Your Grace. Oh.
He's the leader.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he's a
We
king.
treat them with respect where I come from, wee man.
Yeah, peasant.
Well, we try to share honor amongst our people, but I do appreciate that your politeness. But the Vilsvinians are a concern for us. They were not always here, but they've been massing in greater numbers lately, and they seem to be drawn to the Lo.
Pig shouldn't dream.
Like he's gathering all the dark forces to him.
Well, they fear to enter. We can tell that much from what we've seen, although we don't try to get very close to it either. But as far as we can tell, they will not go inside, but they seem to be gathering more and more in its periphery.
Do you believe that there is an evil force in the Lo?
There's obviously something at work in the Lo. I don't know evil or not. Certainly the stories of Ian Falcori would suggest that he was not a good man, but also the stories suggest he's no longer there, so I don't know.
What can you tell us about Mr. Falcori?
Well, Teresia, are there any amongst us now who've actually been there? We take refugees from all over, and some that we have encountered have actually been inside the Lo.
Oh, I would like to talk to them.
Teresia is this one, she says. There
Maybe
are two.
not. Are there any others
Whoa,
that we
not
can
that
talk
one,
to?
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, good lord.
Do you have any less horrifying creatures? We don't mingle with eyeless people, if you know what I'm saying. Where I come from.
So she's, well, you can't tell.
Oh, it's a she. I didn't know that.
Teresia, yes.
Oh, see, now I feel bad.
Dungeon Master, you say that like we should have obviously known.
Well, maybe you just shouldn't assume Teresia was actually born a man, but over time became a woman. If it's any of your goddamn business.
Yeah. Teresia, what can you tell us about the keep? You've been there?
I have not been there, but there are two that we have known as part of our tribe who have.
Are they still here?
One of them remains among us, the other does not. And Gideon sighs at that.
What happened to that person?
Well, we are unfortunately two tribes who were once one. In the early days, when there was naught but darkness, we were led out of the darkness by Barujna. He taught us about the stories, and through the stories we came to understand the light. And so we left the darkness. But our sister tribe, they broke from us. Eventually, because we were driven into places like this, driven underground, so far underground we were driven that we now are not even part of the waking world at all. We were driven into an underground of dreams. So they lost faith in the stories and in the light.
I am sorry to hear of your travails. May we speak with the one that has been there?
Which is it, Teresia, who is still among us? Teresia says, it was Nerissa. Ah, Nerissa. I feel like we should work up to that.
So, yeah, about that.
Just for curiosity's sake, who was the other one? Ariadne. Like, oh, yeah, we should definitely work up to that. Well, we haven't had visitors for a while. I proposed this. You probably have traveled somewhat and need time for rest and food. Let's have a banquet amongst my people in your honor. And then we can see what we can find out about your quest and what to do with you. Where you might go next.
That sounds delightful. What do you think, everyone?
I couldn't agree more.
We have just been in a pitched battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not sure where you were, but all right. All right, so let's.
Do you have any way of washing our clothes?
You're all about asking for some weird shit. We.
Washing clothes?
Why should they be washing our clothes?
I'm not saying they have to do it. I'm saying, do they have something that we can use to
way
wash
you
the pig
said
guts
it
off
kind
our
of
clothes?
implied.
Wait a minute. Does anybody have the spell Prestidigitation?
I don't think so.
Check Gladstone. He might.
Okay, let me check. I think maybe he does, actually. Let me see.
Sounds familiar. It sounds like a Gladstone thing.
Prestidigitation is a cantrip that can automatically clean you up. Yes, he does. So
Oh, can you do that to
Gladstone-
everybody or just himself, though?
no. Gladstone takes a few moments. He has to
Yeah.
it takes one action for him to do this, but he slowly flourishes his hands, hums a little tune, and he cleans each of us up in turn.
Cleaning up clothes. Cleaning
Happy now, wee
up
man.
clothes.
Well, do you have any other, like, badass abilities you're not telling us about?
You're just an endless.
Would you
Bond
consider
of
cleaning
one.
yourself badass
My
ability?
God.
It's helpful.
It's
but-
extremely
but
practical.
Practical is not the same thing as badass.
Gladstone looks at you and says, "Yes, I am full of badass abilities.
Endless badass abilities, but damn, you gotta stop asking for shit.
I can create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks or a puff of wind.
We don't often see him sober, so that's
All
why
right,
it's-
Jubilee.
Let's give you a shower of gold.
I can light or snuff out a candle.
I like that Gladstone just mumbling over.
You need magic to snuff out a candle? I have a spell to snuff out candles. Like, oh, cool.
All right.
I don't know how we do it otherwise.
He really is like the proper screw like kind of. He is like proper Keith Richards sort of figure.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, I don't know. He's just talking to himself the whole time. That's a fun dynamic. Have a character that is super powerful and has all these spells, but he's barely. He can't even finish the sentence. All right, now we're clean. Now on to the revels.
Yeah.
With everybody.
Look at this banquet that we're having here.
So Carrick is just not sitting with the rest of us. Feel kind of bad.
Well, try to
Like,
pull him down a little, guys.
you'd probably be more
Goddamn.
comfortable at the other table, Carrick. I'm just saying. Those tables for people that fight monsters, and
Look at all these incredible characters.
yeah, this is cool. I'm wondering if we should be like talking to that girl in the red-faced girl over there.
Yeah.
Just
That's
because-
definitely
I
going to be Ariadne. I promise you that. I could tell right now.
That's definitely the girl I'd talk to.
We might need to spend a little time talking to her.
How about the girl with the purple up here? With the purple hat and the wrap.
Oh yeah, she's a little too creepy for me.
Scrog is sitting around here just sort of like side-eyeing all these people. It's a very interesting crowd.
Who is this person down right next to me?
I don't know. Where are you?
Right there.
With the hangbang.
Who?
Yeah, no, Rwanda's highlighted right now.
All right. Well, let's go through introductions and then
Okay, because that person looks kind of scary.
you guys are going to have to get over your weird hang-ups about people.
Don't embarrass us
Hey,
in front of the
I'm gonna go
freaks.
flirt with that girl over there.
Yeah, I was going to flirt with the red girl. I mean, not an asshole. All right. In the banquet, you have General Memnon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a general.
He was once a king amongst his people, but that was long ago. This is Gusto, who tries to keep us flush with song and sometimes with merriment.
Oh, we should jam with him.
Yeah, I like this Gusto guy so far. Meridian. Danksara. She is not the only with the gift of sight amongst us, but unfortunately, most of what Danksara will have to say will not make you happy. Juleo.
Mouth for nose.
Mouth for nose. Like you guys have nicknames for everybody. Okay.
Mouth or nose.
Forehead, eye, mouth for nose. Got it. Perdita.
Was it Perdita?
Boob devil.
Yeah. Guns.
That was the only one whose name he wants to know.
Well, because I've already
right.
stated that I'm going to talk to her. Look, why is this confusing to everyone?
It's not confusing at all, Brooks.
I wonder what attracted you to her.
Who is this?
Carius.
Carius.
Like it's just T-shirt that he has.
Yeah.
He's sort of like a Pete Davidson figure there. That's what he sort of reminds me of.
Yeah, that's what we call him.
I'm casting this as we
Yeah.
go.
Carius has amazing talents with women. You won't even understand.
Yeah. It's like that guy?
Yeah. He does, though. He pulls it.
BDE.
Deshega.
This guy looks cool.
Apollonia.
That's cool.
Cressida. Callista. Helena.
Who's this? Wait.
Helena. Which
Helena.
one do you? Callista, Helena, Andia.
So are any of these people the same species as
So far,
Phylax?
aside from the Pilgrims of Prospero, who had like similar qualities, as far as you can tell, they're all very different. Like
How
Phylax
interesting.
said.
But the guys we fought, they were all the same.
Yeah, the Vilsvinians are all the same and did not seem to have very much individuation among them either. Not only were they the same race, but you couldn't get any sense of individual, like
Personality.
sort of,
Yeah.
personality or agency or anything. You couldn't even get them to talk to you when you tried to talk to them.
They did have a leader, though.
They did have a chieftain among them.
Interesting.
Hmm.
They had a bedroom. All right, I want to use a spell of what's it? Perception. Not spell. I want to do a perception and see if anyone in here is eyeing us in a way that makes me feel uncomfortable.
That'd probably be an insight check.
Insight, good. That's
Yeah, because you're
better.
looking into people.
Yeah, so I'm going to try that. I'm going to get a whopping. Oh, it's a B. 20 plus 2, 22.
Oh, you crit.
In a way that makes you uncomfortable,
Yeah, no, like, anyone that's looking at us in
Anything
a negative
suspicious.
light. Like,
threatening or suspicious. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah,
there's anyone that's looking at us and I look and it makes me feel like off,
If anything, you're getting a sense that they may be suspicious of you, but you don't get the sense that anyone is planning any ill intent toward you.
specifically we.
I want to make another one with the red-haired girl and see if she's looking
this
at
one
me.
seems particularly nervous.
Wait, which
It's
one?
like the red one.
Ooh. Yeah, please don't.
Just because
just
you seem to be staring way too long at her in particular for the insight check to pay off.
I'm gonna do a detect thoughts on her and see if she's like going, no.
That's not creepy.
I just want to see if she's like, into me or not before I shoot my shot.
The tech thoughts might be a little overboard
so
for that,
weird.
right?
I did not.
You guys are making me feel really
I need to
weird
break
about
into
this.
her room and see if she's into me, okay? Jeez.
I'm not breaking in her room. I'm not
You're
reading
breaking
her
into her
thoughts. I'm
mind,
just
which is worse.
Okay, you know what? Forget it.
It's a fantasy game, and you're ruining my fantasy.
Forget it. Forget it. I'm not
You're
doing
being
it.
all judgy and weird
I'm
about
fantasy
it.
shaming you, I'm sorry.
She could be doing that to us right now. You wouldn't even know.
At this point, you've just gauged the room for suspicious thoughts, and you don't seem to find anyone who has any malice toward you.
Okay.
Are you wanting to do any more?
I don't know. Should I? Let me look at my skills here. I just want to make sure we're not. Is the food out yet?
Let's say, as the conversation progresses, the food will be brought out because they don't
Yeah,
have
it's mini
servants,
courses.
so they'll bring food. Like Gideon says, we don't have a feast to offer, but we are blessed in what we have, and we are always willing to share.
More wine.
Do we have food that
We
we
are
can
all-
share?
More than willing to share the wine. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, Gladstone should be sharing the wine. He took a bunch of it, didn't he?
I'll share the shit out of some wine.
It's like, do we have any? I don't think we have any food to share.
We could certainly offer some candles and rope.
Like,
Hands off my candles.
Candles and rope.
in order to respect your custom, like Gideon will take a candle and take just a tentative bite off the table. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is the food of your people is quite textured.
Just that opens the jacket up.
It's not. Never mind.
I want to investigate the food while, if I have some, just to make sure.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, the wine is fine because Gladstone's already had 4 glasses.
All right, I got a 22 on investigation.
I mean, the food doesn't seem to be drugged or poisoned so far, as far as you can tell. You can't get any ill intention from them so far, anyone that you've met.
As I feel very comfortable, I'm going to go ahead and eat my food, drink water, wine, whatever is there, and try to make friends with the people that are around me. Pleasant small talk.
Why not tell us how you came to be here? Gideon says, I apologize. I didn't even think to ask. What was the circumstance that brought you?
Does anyone else? I feel like I do all the talking here. And obviously I'm terrible at it, so.
Well, I think I can speak for everyone where we all were in one place. We fell asleep and woke up together in this place, which you call Nocturne, which is very interesting, as you say, that it sort of lays between dreams and realities because...
Chicken Shack.
What?
That's Gladstone.
Because we did wake up in a strange room.
No one ever tells them about the chicken.
We gathered onto a street.
What's he
and
saying?
there, lo and behold, was a chicken shack.
Chicken shack.
It was a great big shack on 2 scaly chicken legs.
Like, why aren't you talking about the chicken shack, man?
All this talk and no one mentions the
Does
chicken
anybody here
shack,
know anything
man.
about a chicken shack?
Be more specific, please.
How many shacks on chicken legs do you have running around here?
Oh, that's Lado. Like, you saw a cabin or perhaps a hut?
Walking around
Walking
on
chicken
legs
Mm,
with great big talons.
that's interesting. Sounds like Rebo's at work in Nocturne again.
Sounds like something that you probably made up.
Yeah, that sounds like a load of horse shit.
No. Now that you say the name Rebo, I think that's the one who tasked us with coming here and proving our worth because there was a land of people that needed saving.
It makes sense.
What can you tell us about Rebo?
Well, he does currently work for Casex, as
That's
he's
right.
currently called.
Who's a god?
Casex, yes, I mean, over Zenonia, certainly. So, depending on what standard you're using, but
Zenonia
yes.
is the land that we've been tasked to save.
Interesting.
Have others come here before us? You said that we were dreamers traveling through.
Well, as Gideon mentioned, it's not fully uncommon for dreamers to be wandering through, but it's been a while since we've seen adventurers of this sort. But I do know that Rebo tends to like to use Nocturne as a back channel. Gods have all kinds of rules, but somehow putting people through dreams allows you to backslide through a few of them.
Is Rebo a good person or a dangerous person?
Well,
is he
Rebo's
taking
not
advantage of us?
Person at all, is he?
Well, for lack of a better word.
Well, when Rebo was
whatever
a person,
he is, he sits behind a desk. Is that not a person?
Well, he was once a man. Or at
Yeah,
least
he's like a
once
zombie now.
Lived. But he was, at that time, the high priest of Fowlerton. So no, he was not a particularly good person. And then he and Fowlerton ran afoul of Casex and his ilk. and he was made to serve. So
Ilk. Is Kassex not a good guy that his followers would be ilk?
Well, they're his like, so if he's good, they're good. But no one's fully good, but no, Kassex has a long history, and no one who reaches Godhead is absolutely anything, are they?
Do you believe Rebo is sending us into our doom? He didn't give us much detail about this quest.
I can't speak, except I don't know that he would care if you went to your doom or not. I will give him enough credit to say that if he says that there is a threat that needs to be answered, the threat is probably real. But the number of adventurers he might throw against that threat to see what stuck, no, that I can't speak to either.
Huh.
Zenonia, as far as we know, Zenonia is a world that is in need of something. I'm not sure if it's heroes, because it sure gets a lot of those.
Interesting.
Do they not last?
They last, but they're usually off chasing shiny things. So I would imagine when something that needs doing really comes along, the heroes are off filling their coffers.
Well, we don't have anyone like that in this group.
No, of course not. What kind of man would do such a thing?
Sounds horrible. Sounds like a terrible kind of hero, Dad. Yeah.
I purely collect things to give to charity.
They probably just don't have enough music in their lives, right? That's what I'm saying.
Perhaps heroes, he meant like musical heroes.
Maybe they just need... Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did say that he could get us some gigs.
Yeah, he said he represented some clubs or something.
Oh, yeah.
Managed some bands. I forget what he said. Oh, stand-up comedy? Is that what he was into?
Yeah. He said he does stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
But he does manage bands. So those are the things that he told you that he manages entertainment acts. We're the progeny of Barujna, after all, so we can't scoff at people who chase after stories. Stories are where we get our entire belief system. Stories saved us.
Do you know any songs that you can teach us?
Gusto. They said they want a song. So did you actually want to hear a song?
Yes.
Well, I thought maybe you could teach us a song. That's something as a band I think we'd be interested in. We're all bards. Like, don't bards collect songs from where they go around so they can play them other places?
Yeah, they hear the song and they...
Well, Gusto says, I have a song for you. If you'd like to hear a song of the Low, I know a song of the Low.
Yes, Gladstone, take notes.
I don't need to take notes. I can remember shit.
Really?
He's not a no guy.
I do have a song for you about the Lo of Ian Falcori. With midnight comes my love's return. When midnight comes, my bonds will burn. By midnight I at last will learn the secrets of the Lo. Falcori left his house and chain, and left us all to play his game. And every day has been the same since oh so long ago.
We get our beers and do that like they do on the...
Lo, lo, pale, pale prince, your love has gone, and ever since you lost your soul and innocence, all never to return. The clock will strike to mark the day, restore my love who went away, begin to end my endless stay, restore my faith in time. No as tomorrow yesterday, as endless hours slip away, as midnight comes and comes to stay the faithful chime. Lo, lo, pale, pale prince, you sealed your fate, and ever since your shadow shattered innocence
will take its lead in turn. When last it struck us low, and I cried out to those below. I cursed the clock and struck the blow. To Ian Falcori's game, my love did not return when called. The savage clockwork unenthralled. The gear seized up, the clock hands stalled, and midnight never came. Lo, lo, pale, pale prince, you struck the clock, and ever since you're in the moment in a sense, and so forevermore. And now at last I wait for thee, to find the time to set me free. When midnight comes again, you'll see my love was fair and true. When midnight comes, the low will rise, reveal the sun to pallid eyes, undo Falcori's web of lies, and so begin anew. Lo, lo, pale, pale prince, you prayed for this forever since the time you lost all time and hence. You're cursed forevermore.
Yay!
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Who's that?
Excellent. Excellent music, sir.
Who does this guy think he is anyway?
I think maybe he should replace some people in our band. I'm looking at Gladstone.
Yeah, exactly. We've the position of lead singer's already taken.
Yeah, I'm just saying this guy's sober and seems to know some songs. I have yet to hear you sing.
I sang to the tree women and back in the bar. I mean, you didn't know I was there, but I was singing.
I don't remember hearing any of this.
You
It's like
got
I
a
sang to
selective
an
memory.
empty bar. It wasn't empty when I started.
The acoustics were good. I wasn't going to waste it.
I mean, yeah, it was full when I started. But,
Any chance we could get all those lyrics on a piece of paper?
Gladstone, did you take notes?
It's all up here, man.
all right.
It's all
Okay.
up here.
Okay, dude. We'll see.
It seems like there's a lot of information in that song.
Yeah.
I feel like it might have been a useful thing to know.
Yeah.
Well, Gladstone remembers it. Then we're good. Do you want to sing a song, Gladstone? Do you want to share anything with them?
I want to just cut right in, someone else just sing a song. I don't want to step on their moment. And as we have said, these fine people actually want to travel to the Lo.
Want to? It's not. I wouldn't put it that way. We've been tasked with it.
I mean, I kind of want to go at this point. Sounds from the song, it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounded like a great place. We've not been given much choice in the matter, but we do aim to do good.
Shouldn't Wyzyrd Skyzyrd play a song now?
Well, Gladstone doesn't want to step on his toes.
Was Gladstone's the only one that's supposed to do a song? I thought we were coming together here.
I'm not going to sing. I'm a terrible singer.
You guys haven't performed yet. Well, end the story. You don't have to do it on
In
here.
planning,
like
I didn't anticipate people would ask for a second song.
no, I mean we don't have to do it in real time.
We're just.
You just say that it happens.
Okay, yeah. Well, in the case, sure, we'll play
Yeah,
a
we
song.
could play a song. Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Should we
repainting
all
you.
roll performance checks to see how we do?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't know we could do that.
Yep.
All right.
What are our
Under your skills, there's something that says performance. Gladstone's going to roll. And he got a 12, which is not great for him, but he got it.
I got 18.
Ooh, that's
You're
very
like
good.
soloing on your knees.
As we're playing, I'm side-eyeing Gladstone a little bit like, come on, man.
Elva got a 9.
Elva? What
Let
the
that
hell?
Gusto guy get in my head, man.
Yeah,
He just broke out that song out of nothing.
just messing with me, man.
I got a 15, but I don't know if I'm just the bouncer or if I'm playing triangle or something. I don't know what I'm doing.
You're doing the
Whatever
bass
you're doing,
voice.
you're doing
Yeah.
it.
You're going,
The caves of disarray in the
You're just stomping your fist on the
Yeah.
table. Ooh.
Scrog, you had a really good roll. That was
Yeah.
16. Unfortunately, you have like a negative 1
Negative
charisma.
one, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Or
I'm like,
-1 performance, yeah.
I'm looking at Scrog like, yeah, man. You're the only thing holding this song together right now.
ding, ding, ding.
It's
triangle,
amateur
triangle,
hour.
triangle. All I'm saying is that the red girl's just looking straight at you, and she's like, what the hell is happening? It all rides on this.
Gladstone, you're screwing this up for me, man.
So I just rolled the 20 side down at the bottom. Is what I'm.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, another thing that you could do is the middle column on your sheet should have something called skills.
It's not marked. It just says charisma performance -1.
Okay, click on the -1. Good. And it turns out you rolled 10 minus 1, which is the same as Elva, a 9. That's Midland affair.
That's tambourine quality.
Yeah.
All right, when we're done, I say, we haven't had much opportunity to practice lately.
We haven't practiced together at all. That's like basically our first performance.
Yeah, we've been fighting.
Did we get like a pity clap? Something?
I mean, we're sad if we didn't even get that. They just keep you look back down at their drinks and just look away in embarrassment.
Just one in the corner going,
Thank you. I'd say we'll be here all night, but we
"That's
will be here all night.
Perdita. Great job."
Yeah.
No,
Thank
everyone's
you.
having. It's a friendly crowd. Everyone's having a good time. So like, you regaled us with a song, and we were also given a song by Gusto.
They're like, they didn't tell us you were comedians.
Gusto's laughing his ass off. A double threat. They sing and joke. But in all seriousness, it's the low you seek.
It is. We were hoping someone would guide us there if possible, if someone here knows how to reach it.
Narissa is unfortunately not among us right now, but I think we can approach her. Perhaps, maybe, Denksara, can you shed some light on what they may need to actually reach the low? To actually breach the low, as it were.
Can you click on her? Oh, okay.
Gideon asked, but Denksara
Gotcha.
is the one. And Denksara says, well, as you have already been told, a guide is needed, but I think Narissa can point you in that direction. But when you reach it, the low is sealed off with a ghost lock. That is a lock that has no key.
That is a shame,
Interesting.
because we have a key. I take the key out. We have this. Does anyone know what this goes to?
Well, Phylax says, where did you get it?
It was in the chest of those guys, the pigmen that we just killed.
I think I might know what it goes to then. There was a door there that I could never get into because it was always locked. I bet that is the key to that lock.
Fascinating. Do you think there'd be anything useful there?
I don't know. I mean, what would be useful to Vilsvinians maybe, but not something that would help you get into the low.
Okay.
What about the diary? If they know what the key goes to, maybe they know how to open up the diary.
Yes, we were going to ask you about this too, Gideon. I take the journal out and show it to him. We found this book, but we are unable to open it despite our very skilled understanding of lock picking.
He looks it over. This is interesting. I think maybe this did come from Falcori, just because if you look very closely at the cover, embossed in the beginning, there is a symbol. And the symbol itself looks like a key.
Ah. Perhaps this book is the key to opening the door, so to speak. Perhaps some spell inside or something?
Well, Falcori fancied himself a wizard of sorts. He was always experimenting with magics, and one of the things that he played with the most was creating wizard blocks. So I would say, if this did belong to Falcori, then the only thing that can open the lock is the key that he fashioned to open it.
Do you believe this to be a physical key or some kind of metaphorical key?
I think it would be physical, but it would be magical in nature. I think it would have to be a key that he fashioned. Probably, I don't know how this book came to find its way out low, so I could be wrong in assuming that the key would be there.
So we need to find this key.
But Dangsara had also mentioned that you need a ghost key to get into the keep at all.
Right. So does that mean like we've got to find a girl with like a missing hand or something?
Or you could ask what a ghost key is.
What's a ghost key?
Dangsara says, a ghost lock is a lock that has no key. So a ghost key is...
A key that has no lock?
Yes.
That makes no sense.
That don't make
You put
no
the key
sense.
that has no lock in the lock that has no key, and then you turn it. And it
And
opens.
they go together, right? I'm right with you here. Great minds think alike. Concrete-minded people. I don't get this at all.
Isn't every key a ghost key then? They just got to find the right ghost lock for it?
Well, Phylax says, well, maybe the key that you got from the Vilsvinian chief.
Mm-hmm. Walk us through this, Phylax.
We think we know what door it goes to. I think I can take you to the door.
Let's do it.
So
You know I'm all
couldn't we-
about looting. Finding things we need.
My thought was,
Look, man, we're sold. Okay?
if we destroy the door the key goes to, then your key would be a key to no door.
Oh, so you can just create a ghost key by destroying a lock?
I think. Right, ghost keys. Keep up, come on, man. It's
All
like you
right.
never heard of ghost lock before.
I
You're
would call them
embarrassing.
orphan keys or something. Ghost key kind of weird nomenclature there, but that's cool.
Dangsara is like, okay, they're orphan keys then.
Oh, I don't like that.
Chapter 7 The
I
Orphan.
don't like orphan any more than ghost. I
Yeah,
like
orphan-
ghost better.
Orphan's got like way weirder connotations.
Connotations,
Ghost,
yeah.
ghost
Man.
implies it was a key and now it's dead,
Yeah,
and
but
it's the
orphans
spirit
mean
of
like
a
its
key.
parents died? Like it's a
Well, the
kid's
thing
a
its
key?
partner
It's like
died,
a
the
kid
thing
key?
it goes
That's
to
weird.
died.
Makes me sad.
Mm,
Oh, God, you guys make me sad.
maybe a widow key.
Widow key, I like that better. Yeah.
Yeah, no one cares about like ladies who are
Widows.
sad. Then it's a widow key. Like, I
Fine,
guess-
whatever.
Fine,
Call it
like-
what you
like-
want.
I'm confused. Are we going?
Yes.
Yes.
I told you already before you kept yakking about it.
I
sold,
agreed
let's
before I
go.
understood the context.
I don't need to understand the context. I'm for it.
Oh, all right.
The dude also had a gold chain with a big jewel on it. You don't know what we're going to find in there.
Always happy to help.
By the way, I'm wearing that. I want everyone to know.
The Vilsvinian go.
Huh?
All right.
I kind of flash it by her as I pass the red-haired girl, kind of just play with my necklace a little bit and like look at her like,
We could have had this, but you fucking blew it.
yeah, I'm a man of means.
What? Who was that?
Yeah.
So thanks for having dinner with us. All right, I guess.
Thank you. That was awesome. Bye.
We'll be back.
I grab a chicken leg as I leave. We're leaving?
Thanks for dinner, losers.
I wasn't done.
Clean up this mess.
In fact, I had only begun eating.
We already have that rock star attitude.
I kind of feel like we suck, guys.
No. We're here to save people.
It was a very, very short distance between your lair and the Vilsvinian. There's one hidden door, and that's it.
It's a secret door.
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain to you that if we get mobbed by the Vilsvinians, I can't lead us out if they can see where we're going, because I can't risk leading them back to my people.
So we're going to go sneakily and we're going to whisper.
That's what I'm suggesting.
Are you good at sneaking?
So far, it's
Phylax?
not what we're doing.
Perhaps we should.
I'm really good at sneaking. I sneak into the lair all the time.
All right. Is any one of us bad at sneaking? Do we need to leave someone behind here?
Well, I mean, I'm not.
Not that it matters. We can kill them.
Have any of us proven ability to sneak?
I think I have. I snuck pretty good up on those guys, those witches, before you guys stumbled behind me.
Well, Scrog fell into a tree and knocked it over.
Yeah, well, I had a bad roll.
That was a bad roll. Scrog actually has a really good.
I think I rolled a 0, like a lowest one, like a 1. And that,
Like
A
a
one.
yeah.
Yeah, and yet somehow.
I'm a +2 in stealth, actually. I just had
It's
a bad
like
roll.
with your axe. You just somehow managed not to hit anybody with it.
Yeah, I'm hit or miss, really.
Yeah. Lead on, Phylax. We make no promises.
Do we need to make some stealth rolls or?
No, if you guys are agreed to just be quiet,
Yeah, okay.
I think right now, at least so far, you don't see any trace of the Vilsvinians.
I yelled to the front. What do you say? What's happening?
Yeah.
It's like, hush.
We did what to who?
That red girl. Pretty hot, right? Am I
God,
right?
No.
Speaking serious, I had a pretty good chance with the red chick, right?
He's all worked up now.
Yeah,
Before you blew it, Gladstone.
I'm actually a little proud of that red lady.
Gladstone, you're more like Sadstone the way you play. More like
Got no game.
Yeah. If we're being totally honest, we're all a little shit-faced.
Yeah, we're it's like, yeah, it seems
Yeah.
like we just
This does
immediately
seem
Phylax is
decided.
like, yeah, I all of a sudden realized we probably should have done this later.
This is like a late night drunk. He's like, let's go. Let's everybody
let's go break this door, and it's gonna make this key magic.
Exactly. Like, we're gonna
Yeah,
sneak up to
man.
this door and then smash it.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, Phylax suddenly realizes the logical fallacy of the plan. It's like, this is the door.
All right, I'm gonna stick my ear to it and do a what would it be? Perception.
Sure.
I'm gonna perception. Boom. See if I can hear any baddies on the other side. I got 18.
Ooh, you're rolling hot today. You got a hot
All
hand.
right. So as far as you can tell from your perception check,
There is an army of them listening at the other side of the door.
just like both.
They're just wall to
Sword,
wall in there.
swords pointing, spears pointing at the door as we open.
No, it seems to be a perfectly empty room.
All right, I'm going to turn back to the others. Do any of you have a way of breaking this lock without making noise?
Hold on, let me look here.
Oh crap!
And do we have to break the lock or the whole door? I didn't fully understand.
It's got to be the lock. I mean, why would the door matter?
I guess that makes
Is the door made of wood?
The door is made of wood. The lock is obviously not.
Okay. Gladstone can prestidigitate a flame and set the door on fire.
I'm not sure setting a tunnel on fire is a good idea.
You got it.
Yeah, I don't know. We should set fires in confined spaces. I have that spell where I can manipulate things, Mage Hand, but I don't see how that would be useful here either.
Well, you tell me, Megan, is Gladstone doing that thing you just said?
No one's doing anything before we talk about it.
I don't
Let's just go
know.
ahead and settle this. Gladstone just starts setting stuff on fire like, wait a minute.
What does Mage Hand do?
It's like a teleportation. Like I can not telekinesis. Like I can move things.
Can you unlock the door from the inside?
No, you can't do anything that dexterous. You can turn the handle if it's already unlocked, but you can't unlock it or anything like that.
Yeah, and I probably have to see it. I imagine.
Yes.
To see what I'm doing. It says a spectral floating hand appears at a point you choose within range. It lasts for a duration. The hand vanishes. You can use your action to control the hand. You can use the hand and manipulate an object, open and unlock door container.
Aren't you like a thief rogue? Why can't you pick this lock?
I can pick the lock, but that's not going to break the lock.
We have to break the lock.
We're trying to destroy the lock because that's the logic of this ghost key that we keep. It makes perfect sense.
All right. As you guys are discussing this,
does anybody have anything that can turn something into ice?
I think you guys need to
pay attention to these baddies that are creeping up behind us.
It's a huggajoy.
I definitely don't have anything like that.
It's the huggajills.
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 The Huggajills are here. I guess at this point it doesn't matter. Roll initiative.
Let's do it.
So we are. So they found us.
Yes, while you were arguing.
Good on us for not paying attention.
God dang it. I got a 4.
All right, hold on.
We're over here channeling Gladstone. Don't set it on fire, man.
Gladstone got a 1 for a 5.
Oh, we are not ready for this attack.
No, I got an 8.
Oh, God.
Elva got a 13.
Okay, at least somebody. She always knows what's happening.
And I got a 16.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, all right.
Charge of the dudes. All right. Elva, what is your armor class?
Oh, no.
Yeah. H is up your shit.
Yeah.
Okay, my armor class is 19, asshole.
Well, he rolled a 19.
Ooh.
Little harsh.
Johnny Confidence.
Yeah.
Johnny Confidence.
Oh, well.
All right, so let's see. What are these?
It's like, oh, you're 19. Like this 19?
1d4 plus 1. Is that right?
I like how they almost spell a word out here. If you look at this, like chlick, chlick that way, and
That's 4 points of damage on you, Elva.
and these guys outnumber us big time here. How many are there?
Okay.
Say 3,
Lots.
6, 9, 10,
All right.
12 of them.
Number L has also got something going on. So he's going to go after Carrick.
Moi?
Yeah. And he's going to miss.
I'll say that's not going to improve his disposition. He's already grumpy all the time.
All right. Carrick, you're at the level of the next two dudes. So let's see. Go ahead and get yours, Carrick.
Oh.
I love a good drunken mission, so I'm on your guys' side as a general rule, though. That you guys just decided to go on a mission while drunk.
Well, I wouldn't say drunk. We just had some wine.
Well, we'll see.
I don't love how we talked about it and we were there.
Well, it's right down the hall. It's like literally right there. Everything in this place is like really close.
15
It's
feet away.
alarmingly close. We might have come to our senses if it was further away.
Yeah, I might have gotten bored or forgotten what we were doing. When we get there, it's like, what are we doing?
Why are we here? I sobered quick.
I don't even know, man. I don't know.
I forgot I even agreed to this, man.
With her being in front of me, would I be able to cast is it Thunderwave?
Oh, you got Thunderwave?
You
Nice.
are able to step a couple of feet forward, but if you do Thunderwave, then you can hit these guys in this direction or those guys in this direction.
Yeah, I'll step forward and I will cast that, and
And
let me
an
go.
AoE is a very smart move right now because we've
This
just got
way or
hallways
this?
full of mooks.
Yeah, I'm trying to at least. It was either that or entangle.
Yeah, just pick your direction. Do you want to do from T on or from J on?
Deb Def.
And I guess do the second level thunder wave.
Oh, there's more dudes down there? Come on, man. So they were like, what, looking for us or something? Dude, that was like hours ago. You need to let it go.
We've eaten dinner since then. You're still on this?
I guess we're just going to hear about this forever? Is that?
So I hit cast, knocked off the slot, and hit the 3d8 damage.
What's your direction here, Sean? Are
He's
you
going towards F.
towards that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me back it up. Let me
Good
actually
cluster. Good cluster. And just to make it easier, you can get H forward. Like I'll move L out of the way, but that's where your range is. I think you could actually get J here if you
Yeah.
go this far.
15 feet square.
15 feet would take out I and K too. I would think.
Let's see if these are
If it's
5
a square,
feet,
15 feet.
maybe at least I.
Up to B. Right? H, G, E, B.
So that's 5 foot, a
And
square
then
there.
J, I, and K.
So they all have to save against Constitution at 12. Is that what you said?
Exactly. All the way up to B down the front hall and all the way, let's say, to I down the side hall.
All right.
B is in range.
B is the
So
last
roll
one
for
right.
B.
So B is the one who just saved. So then
Okay.
E
Then roll for E.
also saved. G
I love these little Gomorians. They're cute.
also saved. Good Lord, yellow
come on,
guys.
guys.
I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. H fails.
Okay. J,
How far back does J
H
get?
goes back 10 feet
So he basically goes back.
behind D.
J made the save, but he wouldn't have had far to go anyway.
Okay.
I failed the save. So
He goes back 10
is
feet.
Mooshed.
All right. Now, Sean
Against the
Garrett,
wall.
go ahead and click on the damage for this roll, and that'll tell us.
Is it just I? I thought we said K was in the mix here.
Well, roll for K2.
Yeah, his head's in the way.
He made the save.
All right. So I and H are going to take full damage. So just roll one time for damage. That's 11 points. Ooh, that's good.
Nice.
So both H and I take 11 points, and
All right.
everyone else in that field takes 6 points.
All right, so let's take care of H and I. 11 points
These guys are going to be deaf by the time we're done.
damage.
Yeah, you might have just wiped everyone out because I don't have a lot of hit points if I remember correctly.
I just meant, because I'm going to do Thunder Wave too.
Oh,
Yeah.
death. I'm sorry. I thought you said dead.
Gladstone might do it also. It's like boom, boom, boom.
That was H and I. So let's have a look at H and I.
No, they take a full 11. Dead.
Oh, you just killed people with your voice, man.
Oh!
Is it a shout or is it just like some magical sound that just comes? Like a sonic boom or something?
Role play it how you will.
You've been thunderstruck, baby.
You've been
Yeah.
thunderstruck. So the range is B,
Right.
E, G. All right. And they take what? 6?
J and K, 6.
B, E, G, J, and K take 6. You fucking massacred, Carrick. Feel good about yourself.
Dude, how many people did you kill just then? Good grief.
B, E.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You just
Oh
killed
my
7
God.
of them?
Nice.
You just cut them in
Even the
half.
ones who made the save are dead.
All right, so Elba is going to treat
Then you
Garrett
turn around, it's like,
a little. She's going to be a little bit
that's
nicer
what I'm
to
talking
Garrett,
about.
just in case.
What I'm talking about.
All right. Next, because most of those guys are dead,
Elba?
I think D has a move. And he's still alive. How about that? So he's going to go after Carrick for obvious reasons.
Not in the face. Not in the face.
Not in the face!
Not my moneymaker.
What's your AC, Carrick?
I'm just gonna lie. No, it's 14.
All right, so you took a hit.
Ooh.
And that is 5 damage to Carrick. From Big D.
You should do some cuts of Rebo doing stand-up and like play those during the quiet times. And have like a Seinfeld after he tells every joke.
Why is it every time we run into a Vilsvinian?
Who are these woodsmen?
Who are these pig people? Boom, boom. Okay, so L, Q, and M, I think. Let's see who's left. I believe I just saw.
Oh, there is a chief. Dang it.
Oh, asshole.
He is not going to get to move in. That's his move, if it makes you feel better.
Drag the dead people out of the way so I can get a...
No, you must fight over the dead people.
I mean, they'll still be there. I just want to be able to see.
And M is who just moved, so that makes it Elva's turn.
All right, Elva is going to use her action to channel her divinity. And she's just going to stop where she is. She realizes she can't back up because she's surrounded by people who can take opportunity attacks on her. And she is going to channel a Twilight Sanctuary, which is a big bubble that surrounds all of her allies and fills them with a comforting, cooling twilight light. It kind of...
Would it surround these two as well?
No, it just helps her allies. It's her channel divinity. What this means is that any creature who is an ally to me, who ends its turn in this sphere or anywhere from 30 feet from where I am, gets 1d6 plus 3 temporary hit points. So let me go ahead and roll that for you really quick so you know what that's going to be. Okay, so that's the worst roll possible. Good. So every time you end your turn next to me, you get 4 temporary hit points. So if you look where your hit points are, and you look over to where it says temporary, at the end of your turn, you can put 4 hit points in the positive column. And what that means is that if anybody hits you, it takes those temporary hit points away first before it goes to your actual hit points. So it's kind of like a magical shield that's in front of you that they have to chew through if you play video games before they can get to your actual hit points. So that is my actual action. And then for my bonus action, I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And for my Spiritual Weapon, I'm going to create a floating sickle moon right next to the neck of, let's say M, Monster M.
What?
And I'm going to make a melee spell attack against him to see if I can damage him. So here we go. Okay, so that's 20 points, or 20 attack roll against M. Does that beat his ADC?
Yeah, 20 will hit.
Okay, so then he's going to take 10 damage.
M takes 10. Here's what M has to say to that.
Dead.
Bleh.
Bleh.
Unnecessary violence, man. I mean, they didn't even attack us. They just kind of walked in.
Home.
Yeah, I mean,
And
did
Elba
they
is
attack
going
us?
to look around, and she's going to realize that she can't back up because N and I think that C would get opportunity attacks on her. So she's just going to sort of
Elva needs to back up so I can get in front of her.
kind of
And
duck
thunder waves.
behind her shield.
You can get past her anyway. You can make that move. Who's left? J is dead. E is dead. I is dead.
Move them out of the
Oh.
way.
No, they're in the way. That's how it works. O is coming.
I wish
but
you could
he
change the
can't close
color or
distance.
something. I'm
Well,
just having
I
a hard
had-
time seeing who's alive and who's not.
Well, I had color-coded ones, so here.
I kind of wish we could just sort of scooch the dead ones. Just there we go.
Yeah,
a
you know,
little bit to the side
Let's
so
put
we
them
can
on the
see.
border there.
They're
There we
not
go.
in the way, so that we can do that. But I want you to remember
That they're in the way.
that all the creatures you've murdered
Are still right there.
Did
It's
any
a
of them
lot.
have keys on them? Can they be ghost
Any
keys?
of them have keys
Is that a ghost key
or
now?
coins. We'll take key or coin at this point. All right, so let's see. Who's next? O made his move. K is dead. You're next.
Wee is going to
Get
step
him, Wee.
over in front of Carrick and Elva. Oh, this is a tough. Well, there's two guys that way. They're out of range. Are they out of range?
No, you can actually hit with
You sure you want
your.
to step in front of them? Why don't you get
You
C and L out
can't
of the way?
hit C and L without hitting your friends. So
Yeah.
If you step in front of them, you're able to hit C, B, A, N,
Well, C and B are
O.
dead.
not C.
I'm sorry,
without hitting
A,
your friend.
N, and O.
Well, if you didn't step so far forward, you could hit C.
Yes,
now.
you get it A and F, D, O, all these guys.
Can I in part of my movement? Can I move down enough to hit O and the chief?
If you like want to move like down here,
Well, I'm going to attack O and the chief.
so basically all he's got is O and Mr. Number One here.
Yeah. I raise my hands up. Thunder wave.
Oh,
Thunder
very
wave.
good.
I like when you project it from the pelvis like that.
Thunder wave.
The way.
I'll stand up, boom, and like shove my downstairs area.
boom,
Yeah,
boom.
straight at the thunder.
I'm
Like it's
getting I
shooting
I
from the
see
hip,
it.
so to speak.
In my mind's eye, I see it.
And it's a 13 to beat it.
All right, so let's see. O does not make the save, and Number One does not make the save. So you
Ooh.
pull, boom. So what's your damage on these two guys?
It is going to be not that great. 12.
12 total.
That's
so
good.
That's really
that's
good.
O
One of them was
and-
a 1, so that was a disappointing. Thunder.
and-
Oh
No.
no!
I killed the chieftain?
Excellent.
I thought he was like a tougher one. That's why I moved down the hall in that direction. This has all happened in real life. This would be like within 10 seconds or something
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah, because the round isn't even over yet. Like,
Imagine
in
the
a minute,
destruction
you
we've
lay
just-
these guys waste. Yeah.
Like 15 of them killed in seconds.
Like instantly,
you just
two
laid
cracks
out
of
two-
thunder.
Jeez.
Pop, pop.
What's your AC, Wee?
My AC is a very impressive 14.
Yeah.
14.
So you take
It's a good number.
4 damage.
All right. I took away my temporary 4 points she gave me, so I'm still
It
good.
is Gladstone's action. So if you want
Sure.
to Gladstone,
Pull Gladstone up. Gladstone is going to take a look around. He's going to see that mostly no one is hurt. Elba has a bad scratch, but he is concerned about L and N being in the back ranks. So let's see what he's going to do here. He might have to get that rapier out.
yeah, L's definitely there, and C is there.
Elle's looking on in horror as everyone behind him disintegrates.
Like I really ran into the fight thinking we were all doing this.
Come on, guys. And he looks back and there's like parts dripping from the ceiling.
Now I realize we're just defending the storage room.
I take it back. Gladstone is so inspired by both Carrick and Wee that
Yeah,
he
he's
is
not going
going
to get shown up.
No, he cannot be shown up. He's going to jump in
Uh-uh.
front of Elva,
He's gonna do show enough.
Yeah.
and he's going to go bam and do the Hulk clap and thunder wave forward, hitting hopefully NANF.
Do the shout, Gladstone.
Where the hell is it in A?
Thunder!
Where's the N?
N's
oh,
right,
you're
right
calling
there.
it's D.
Okay,
Oh, that's
well,
a D.
he's cropped, so I can't.
Yeah,
I can't see
and
it.
I can't seem to fix it.
That's okay. There we go.
He's changing shape in front of our eyes.
Oh my god! All the more. Now see, look, 10,
D, A, and
5,
F.
10, 15. I think it's going to be A, but not F. 15, right?
No, if he can move forward another
5.
space.
Well, if he wants to get D, though, it's up to you. If he moves forward, he's not going to get D.
Well, it doesn't matter. Either way, it's 2 of them.
Let's go with DNA.
D and A. All right. All right.
I think Sean should do the Gladstone voice and say thunder.
Thunderclap.
Oh, that is weak sauce, man. Did you not hear the way I did it? Like thunderclap, man. Come on, it's like
What's
thunderclap,
this, Sean?
bro.
What is this thing right here?
Oh, that's this.
That's the Hulk smash.
Right. I'm not talking to myself here.
He's like, thunderclap, man.
All right, and so for Gladstone, they have to beat a constitution of
Thunderclap.
also 12.
How's that? Maybe Thunderbird.
Oh, no.
How's that?
You like that?
You like Thunderbird, don't you? Oh, yeah.
Dungeon Master. Did it beat a constitution of 12?
Let's find out. So it's A and F, right? That's where
That's
we are.
DNA.
DNA. Sorry, damn it.
God.
All right, D first.
Playing cards with my sister's kids.
All right, D fails.
Yes.
A succeeds.
Oh, all right. So D gets thrown back 10 feet. So he's next to A.
So
That's
D
at least
is
good because he gets
already-
away from Elva. Wow. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Well, he hit the corner.
Yeah. He hit his head on the corner.
Boy! D and A. All right. And what's the damage we're talking about?
A takes, or the one that fails takes 14 damage, and the one that succeeds the roll takes 7 damage.
Not bad.
So either way, DNA.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes.
Oh, that man, poor F got clobbered by the corpse of his friend. All right, F, it's up to you, man.
Both dead.
Well, also L and C are back there by Scrog.
Yeah, well, Scrog's going to handle that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. So Scrog is next. Most everyone is dead. C's right in front of you, though, Scrog. So, god damn it, do something.
Scrog first like blinks. He's like, what the hell just happened? Everybody just
Everybody's
everyone's standing right here.
loaded
Everybody
with
just
thunder.
bursted in front of me. All right. Well, I hit C then. Well, let's see if I hit him.
I raise my war hammer.
Well, I'm not even. It's not even that dramatic yet. 'Cause I'm
Let's
just like,
not even. Let's
I'm
just
using-
keep it to basics.
yeah. I just see a guy standing in front of me and like just 20 people drop all of a sudden.
He looks terrified watching all of his friends murdered.
You should just yell to him, run!
I rolled 6. But that's
The hit?
To hit.
yeah.
Good. That didn't hit.
Oh, God. It's turning into a gag
I
now.
think Scrog is kind of a pacifist.
Yeah.
I think we're starting to learn that Scrog doesn't want to hurt anyone.
I really tried to hit him, guys.
I did my best. I just glanced off his armor.
I'm still eating my chicken wing or whatever.
He was wearing like just kind of a heavy sweater.
I kind of
Yeah.
don't feel like doing this combat right now.
I think it's just his snobby side. It's like, I don't really want to be doing this.
I don't want your pig blood on my hammer.
Yeah.
Big blood. F is running for Gladstone.
Gladstone?
What is Gladstone?
Gladstone.
His armor is 14.
Okay, that is a hit, surprisingly. And Gladstone takes 5 damage.
It's like if the last
All
one
right.
of them kills one of us, that would be embarrassing.
So it does chew through 4 of his temporary hit points, and he takes 1 damage.
So number P is the last one left, and he is not going to have the opportunity to do anything but
What
run
about N?
forward. I think N already went. That's how he got
Okay.
as far as he's gotten. So P is going to run into the fray, but that's about all he can do. Oh, excuse me. N is last. I take that back. He got a 1 for initiative. So N.
And he is running the other way because he has sense.
No, he can get close enough to actually attack. So he will try to attack me. And he will miss. So
Well, how do you know? You didn't even ask what my thing was.
because
It's
it's
for-
2. Is your
Okay.
armor class 2?
No, it's a good number.
All right. So apparently C is still alive. Is that true? Yes. And
C?
he will attack
Oh.
Scrog.
Yep.
What's your points? What's your AC, Scrog?
My AC is 14.
Oh, then that is a hit.
It's like, I have to get involved.
Drog takes 5 hit points damage. Number L is going to attack Carrick because he's.
Strog, make sure that you just lost your 4 points of shield, but you only took 1 point of damage.
1 point?
Because of his 4-point magic
Shield
thing she did.
Okay.
The only ones left are L, C, and F. Oh, and P as well. All right, it's more than I thought there were.
M is already gone. Elva, you're next.
All right, so I've already got my spiritual weapon up, and I am going to take it to F, which is right there in front of Gladstone. Let's see how I do. I have to roll.
Take it to the limit.
So that's 17 to hit.
Nice.
All right, that's a hit for sure.
Okay. And damage is going to be 11 damage on F.
Wow, man.
Come on, man. Damn. Yeah, he's dead. So that was
That
F.
was
11
her,
on F. So let's.
That was her bonus action. And for her actual action, Elva is going to start spinning her hands back and forth.
In a magical manner.
In a magical manner as she channels her moon goddess deity.
All right.
And she's going to take her moon energy and direct it at, do any of these guys look injured? Have any of them taken a hit already?
So far, all of the ones who took a hit are dead.
Okay, well, that's fine.
That's like a constant.
I'm gonna go ahead and spin around and boom, behind my shoulder hit letter C.
What?
What?
All right.
And letter C has to beat a
It
wisdom
sounds like you're
roll.
saying literacy.
Literacy. I'm going to attack literacy.
Has to beat a wisdom roll of 14.
All right.
Wisdom.
He does not do that.
I don't think they're that wise, man.
Yeah,
So
they're
he's
not.
gonna take 7 damage.
All right.
Poor Phylax is like,
Lula.
just stop it.
All right. Number C.
I've never seen such carnage.
Second number C. All
God,
right.
is everyone dead?
These
Except-
guys suck.
Elkian.
As soon as you hit them, they die. We're in round number 2.
Yeah. Okay.
So L is going to go after Elva.
What's his
Wait a minute, did Carrick
Initiative.
go?
Who?
Carrick should have gone before me. Carrick had a
He's-
16.
Yeah, he's
no,
the first.
hold on now.
DM, come on.
L and Carrick have the same initiative. So Carrick,
Okay,
if
well
you
then
want
how
to
did
go
Elva
next,
go?
Elva shouldn't have go. You're right about that.
Okay.
Elva's a big old cheater.
Jesus. It's not the first time.
But yeah, go ahead, Carrick. Want to give everyone an initiative above these guys?
Well, Carrick does have an initiative above those
Carrick
guys.
has the
He's-
same initiative, so yes, let him go.
So I'm just gonna lash out one-handed with my quarterstaff.
All right,
So to hit, right? +4.
hit
Roll.
L. All right,
Roll the 10 to hit.
plus what? Was that the whole?
Oh, +4, 14. I'm sorry.
Okay, so that's a hit.
So one-handed,
Big time.
5. It was a 1d6 +2.
5,
Oh, 7. I'm sorry.
7.
7, either one kills him.
Man, these guys are pitiful.
However,
His head explodes.
his initiative is the same as yours, so he's going to get a simultaneous action with you, Carrick.
What?
That's what's happening.
Lies. No.
They're gonna strike each other at the same time.
He'll probably just miss while you kill him. Give the man a break. Let him have this moment.
Let them have one dying slash.
Yeah. You're going to protest him hitting you for 2 points of fucking damage in his fucking dying motion. 18.
Jesus.
Ooh.
That Carrick.
Damn.
What's your armor class?
It's 14.
Okay, that's a good number.
I've heard.
That's 3
Yeah.
points of damage. His
a
dying
minute.
act was
No,
to give
Sean.
his murderer 3 points
DM.
of damage.
The good news is for Sean that at the end of his turn, he received another 4 points of temporary hit
Because of
temporary
what
hit
you
dice
gave him.
from Elba. So he actually has no damage and he still has 1 temporary hit point.
Just give this to L. He's dying. You
Hell's
don't
the
have
only
to
one.
say that while the light's still going.
That's
from
right.
his
Have any of us taken actual damage yet?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Elva's taking
I
some
took real
damage.
damage.
I did.
But-
That's worse.
I think Scrog took a little.
Yeah, I took 3 or 1.
Give these guys something. They're defending their home.
Not doing it. In their dying moments, Elva comes forward and goes, "No, no."
You died for nothing, Ham Man.
Damn, man. Oh my god. That's cold, man.
Elva's name will be written in the horrible history of the Vilsvinian. All right, you have an action. In what way do you want to just disgrace the Vilsvinian heritage?
Well, I don't want to. I still have a thunder wave. I guess I'll run up next. No, I'm already there.
Again, just this one dude. There's 2 guys here. I'll
Right in their
thunderwave the
face.
shit out of
Yeah,
them.
well, I mean, it's kind of. I feel like that's the rock and roll thing to do.
To put them out of their misery just really
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
quickly.
going to sit here and just stab them over and over with my rapier. That's just cruel. Let's go ahead and just put them out. Okay, so I cast Thunder Wave. It's a 13,
All these guys are down in 30 seconds,
and
basically.
it's 13 damage also. Thunder Wave!
Don't get too excited about it. 13. So they both missed it. So they get what?
13
They get thrown
damage.
back.
13 damage. N and P get thrown back 13 feet and die.
10 feet.
N and P is that who's left? Hold on.
Parts of them fly back 10 feet.
No, the whole of them fly back, but then they kind of just explode into like bags of blood and pus.
I immediately turn. Let's see, who am I closest to? Carrick, and I
And
high five
Gladstone.
Carrick. Bam. Yeah.
I'm feeling kind of, weird about the high fives now, guys.
Yeah.
Gladstone's like, I'm not saying we shouldn't be glad we
I
won,
love
but
these big
I
people.
feel like we shouldn't celebrate it. It's kind of like, when you think,
Massacre would be a good word.
I'm just thinking that we just came here to
That was
break
a
a door.
good old-fashioned massacre. That was just a
When our
straight slaughter.
entire mission objective was to break a door, a massacre
instead,
of
we
entire
wiped out-
people.
We wiped out their civilization.
I'm not saying it was wrong, but we probably shouldn't celebrate it. Like, if you look in that storage room, there's literally nothing good there. There's like literally nothing we would take from that storage
You'd
room.
think that they would learn not to attack us by now.
Well, we were in there.
Can I turn around and just try my axe on the door?
Yeah, so I just look at Scrog and say, just break the door. We've been sitting here trying to silently break this door.
We should definitely be sure we break the door at this point.
Yeah, I want to use my axe.
Like, I changed my mind. I don't even care about the door anymore.
Well, it's not even the door; it's the lock, right? Don't we have to kill the lock?
That's what I mean. Can I just
Yeah.
hit the axe, the lock with my axe?
The door is, as you would imagine, prone. So
I raise my axe over my head.
I think I have to do more like a butting action.
I think you should do a baseball bat kind of swing. That'd probably do the most damage.
let's just do a pan here. That's all.
How many were there?
Wait a minute.
Do
What's that
something.
yellow thing over there in the corner?
What yellow thing?
Oh, in the far right
The
corner.
dead body over there too.
Are those the guys we killed before?
You murdered these guys on your last visit. Let's check out the splendor of the storage room.
Did somebody destroy the lock though, so that we have a ghost key?
You guys could just stomp the lock. Yeah, there's no.
All right.
All right, this place contains various sorts of dried and salted meat, grain, and vegetables in sacks, boxes, barrels, and piles. There are bits and pieces of past human victims, but nothing of value. So,
Man, what's up with eating humans in these places?
well,
Thank God
Vilsvinians
I'm not human.
to be
I'm half
fair, Vilsvinians are omnivorous. They're not specifically cannibals.
Well, they're not cannibal if you're eating humans.
True. They will eat anything they take.
Can we get Phylax to just run back there and let those people know that there's a whole bunch of supplies here that they can
I
come
was
and loot?
just about to ask Phylax if his people could use any of this, and we'll carry it back.
Well, I mean, I'm sure like the grains and things, yeah, we'll make use of those now that the Vilsvinians
all
are
right.
gone. It's not a small thing that we don't have to. It's not. You haven't wiped out all the Vilsvinians ever, but this is it's not
Well, I
nothing.
think that's
that
actually
we don't
our-
have a threat.
Our purpose now
Do you want us
that
to?
we're
I mean,
talking
we-
about it.
We'll just
Well,
take an
I'm
extra
not-
10 minutes.
I don't want to speak for everybody, but honestly, if you guys are going to go forward and speak to the Carcosa, this would be a good bargaining chip with them.
Who's to Carcosa?
The Carcosa, they consider themselves our sister tribe, but they were
Oh, the
part
ones
of
that broke
us.
away. The ones that broke. Okay, that's right.
They're no more friends to the Vilsvinians than we are, so that would buy you some.
Should we start cutting off pig ears?
A bag of heads.
Take a necklace of ears?
I'm not saying any of that, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
good God, no.
You should be specific. You should speak in specifics.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Don't leave us to our imagination.
What are you
So-
take on my bag of ears? Like I didn't say that.
They want the nads. What do they want?
One tusk. One
Do you
tusk.
want us to?
we'll
Do you want
crack
us
it
to clear out this whole cave and kill all of them? I mean,
I'm not sure. I wouldn't agree to that if I were you, because I'm not sure. This is not nothing. This is a big deal for us.
okay.
But Vilsvinians didn't used to be part of these caverns at all, and they come in larger and larger numbers all the time.
I've got a
You're
kind of
more
a
than
bad
likely
feeling
going
that
to run into more of them as you go.
All right. Well, if you think this is a sufficient number to impress the people,
Well, I'm not trying to put it in. You're making it weird. I'm just saying the fact that you are enemies to the Vilsvinians will certainly not be a problem with our sister tribe. Is all I'm saying. Though it'll help them to know that you have helped.
Do you
in the
know of
fight against
anyone at
enemies.
all who will be upset by this wanton slaughter that we're
the
engaging in?
Vilsvinians,
Your
probably.
questions are making me very uncomfortable.
The Vilsvinians just keep attacking us because we're in their territory. Is there anything that we can do to win their trust so that we don't have to murder them wholesale?
I'm not telling you to murder them, but we have never been able to make peace with them. So I
Okay.
can't tell you anything.
So you're
All
telling
right.
us to murder them. That's what you're telling us.
I hear it. I'm with you again. We concrete
We're going to
brains.
call it the Phylax solution is to just kill all of those Finians on site. We got it.
I don't want to call it the Phylax solution. I feel very uncomfortable.
Solution.
That's not a good choice of
All
words.
those Finians on
No.
site. Got it.
No.
They erect a statue of Phylax built out of their corpses.
What else are we supposed to do? So the two things that you've got out of this is one, as far as you know, the key that you acquired
key.
from the Vilsvinians is now a ghost key.
Due to that, you can't even argue with the logic. It's just so sound.
And two, you can probably now go talk to Narissa, who is the one amongst the Daedalus who has actually
And that's
been
the other
in
tribe.
the Lo. Well, no, the Daedalus are the tribe you're dealing with now.
Oh,
Narissa
okay,
is
okay.
part of them. She just didn't participate in. She's as much not an outcast, but a recluse. Like she doesn't socialize with the rest of them as much, but she is one of the Daedalus, so you can go speak to her. So that'll be your next step.
Awesome. We didn't find
Cliffhanger.
anything on the bodies, I take it.
No, but you did murder a lot of people. If it makes you feel good,
Yeah.
Yes. It
your body
does make me
count
feel good.
soars. Well, again, like as the Daedalus have pointed out, as you yourself have seen when you tried to reason with them, the Vilsvinians do not seem to be reasonable in any way. You can't seem to appeal to them. Like you
Are
don't
they being
know
mind
if they
controlled
do
by
or don't.
something?
Maybe they're just very simple creatures.
But they
You
wear
can't
clothes and they have weapons and stuff. It's weird.
Well, they're able to sleep in beds. What's up?
I'm just saying, you know, like that's more advanced than any life form on Earth besides us. You know what I'm saying? You don't see any other wild animals wearing clothes and
Well, maybe in your travels you'll find
chieftains.
some way to free the Vilsvinians from their existence.
we have been freeing them from their existence.
Yeah.
We've been doing that all
One
along.
at a time. Yeah.
Actually,
a stab wound
actually,
at a time.
yeah, groups at a time. Not one.
I will free the lot of them.
Goblins. No.
You are free now, we say over their bodies.
I
You
will
are no
say
longer
a
its lunatic.
prayer as the steam rises from your corpse's wounds.
Yeah.
Oh, I do feel a little bad about it.
I'm starting to feel a little bad about it now.
I didn't do anything, so
No.
you guys
Yeah.
did it.
I've never hit a single one of them. I don't know what you're
I've
talking
never
about.
touched one.
I don't even think I swung at the guy. I think I was like taking my axe out, and that got interpreted as a swing.
He knows this is going to trial one day. That's why he's missing.
Yeah. This isn't a good look, guys.
You have had a victory against the Vilsvinians, who seem to be an enemy against the good people. You've made friends amongst some of the people you've met, so all things considered, you seem to be doing well. And for next time, you have a clue as to who you can talk to that might be able to point you in the direction of where
I'm
to
going to write
go
that name
next.
down real quick. What was it? Miranda?
Narissa.
I'm confused.
I'm
Okay,
still trying to
cool.
remember that song.
Yeah, I'm glad
Yeah.
Gladstone wrote that down.
Is that up on Spotify or something, man?
Yeah.
I'm not real pleased with our singer so far. Your looks have become a problem.
Yeah, I'll just say it.
Gusto wears a mask. You don't even know what his looks are.
Yeah, but that's part of the coolness, man. It's that mysterious vibe.
You got a problem with his face?
I do, because all the girls are looking at you instead of me. All right?
That's right, because you got this face. Mystery solved.
Mystery solved. Alrighty, guys.
That was fun.
Thank you guys. I had a nice time.
Awesome.
Going through the caves, going through the caverns of extreme disarray, going to the gates, gonna see the Daedalus, see if there's a way in this forgotten space to save the day. Find a way away from this forsaken place. Forsaken place. Forsaken place. Forsaken place.